As you well know, the Fighting Irish brand stretches well beyond South Bend, including places where professional barbers and hairdressers practice their craft.
Yeah, that's why I went to a barber shop in Mishawaka and talked to Julio Rodriguez, and he's not just any barber, he's Notre Dame's barber. This is 26-year-old Julio Rodriguez. Chances are you know him or you've seen his, let's call it, cutting-edge work.
It's what I do every day. This is what I work hard for. Luckily, I've been blessed to have these opportunities.
He's right. As one of his clients, I usually have to make appointments well in advance. Tonight, no exception, except for the rolling cameras and roaming videographer, of course. 2019, y'all opened up. Was that a goal of yours to start a shop like this?
Yeah, definitely. So before 2019, I was cutting hair at my parents' house, so I wanted to eventually open up a shop where all the best of the best would work under, you know. So I wanted to start a good little franchise and have the best, best services in town.
Exclusive studios can be filled with up to 10 barbers or hairdressers at a time. But if you're in Julio's chair, don't expect to pay $20 for a cut. You get what you pay for. When they see you and your prices, do they ever get caught off guard?
100%. I probably should take more pride in it, but it works for me, and it's just like...
It's your way of living, right?
Yeah, I like to take my time on each haircut, and I don't want to rush nobody, So I feel like for that price, you're gonna get my full everything, for 30 minutes.
If only my producer allotted 30 minutes for this interview, so for the sake of time, we'll do like my hair and trim it down to only the good stuff. When you look around this place, you got all these framed pictures of, you got Komet, you got names like Wesley and Claypool and Montgomery. What goes through your mind?
Luckily, I've been blessed to have these opportunities to cut these big names, and I'm just rolling with it right now.
Your biggest celebrity head right now is?
I'm trending thanks to Marcus Freeman. I think that's definitely one of my biggest clients and names that I cut. I got to cut Justin Fields. That was cool. That's definitely one of the biggest players right now that I would say is my biggest name for sure.
Here's the fresh lineup, if you will, of familiar faces serving up fresh cuts, compliments of Julio, who's still serving his community with a team of other barbers and hairstylists. Did you ever have any idea you'd be where you are right now?
Not really. I knew when I opened the shop up 4 years ago that it was gonna be the best barbers in town under one spot, and I didn't think that it was gonna take off the way it is now. But at the same time, I'm just blessed that it has. I can imagine you've cut some heads, and that was the last cut before their first prom, or that was the last cut before their first championship win. Do you ever feel fulfilled after you do a cut? Oh yeah, all the time. We don't know what these clients are going through, so make sure you give them a great service and have a great conversation, because we just never know, what they got going on.
One thing we do know, Julio's definitely got it going on, and he's just starting to cut up.
That is awesome.
Isn't he cool?
He's really cool, and you know what? He's worked really hard to get to this point.
We even talked, I think Christine Carson did a story back in 2016-17 when he was cutting hair, just got his barber's license. Now, all these years later, he's doing his own thing at his own shop, and he's got all these people coming through in this community, too.
It's a great story, an inspiration, really, to show what hard work can do, and now look at him.
I'm the only celebrity, non-celebrity that sits in this chair. I'm just like the normal person.
I think you have a little bit of status.
I'm looking at people coming out like, is that?
It's cool. I've seen his Instagram too in it. Yeah, it blows up.
He is really talented. He deserves recognition. If you want to book an appointment or meet the team over at Exclusive Studios, we've got all of that info on WNDU.com coming up after the show. Just click on this story.
Well done, Josh.
Thank you.
All right. It's going to be a very